Esteemed Radio Vision, Elisha. First, the headlines. Federal government urges foreign trained pharmacists to stay, contributes to health sector. Don't accept free rides from strangers, FCTCP warns women. Adeleke has no rival in Osun, Accord Party declares. Cameroon plots Morocco's fall as Senegal face rejuvenated Mali. One dead, dozens trapped after giant landfill collapses in Philippines. Now the news in full. I am Chidima Abel. The federal government has urged Nigerian pharmacists trained abroad to resist offers to practice overseas and instead deploy their skills to strengthen the country's healthcare system. The call was made on Friday in Abuja by the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, represented by the Director of Food and Drug Services at the Federal Ministry of Health, Adeola Oluwafobi Yusuf, during the induction and oath-taking ceremony for foreign-trained pharmacists. He said Nigeria's healthcare sector requires skilled professionals as the country intensifies efforts to improve access to quality medicines, enhance patient safety, and promote the rational use of drugs. The minister also highlighted government support for local pharmaceutical manufacturing, describing it as critical to job creation, increased trust in locally produced medicines, and national development. Also speaking, the Director General of the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development, Dr. Obi Adigwe, shared his personal experience of turning down a lucrative opportunity abroad to return to Nigeria. Adigwe said returning home after completing his studies in the United Kingdom was the best career decision he ever made, noting the pharmacists could make a greater impact where their expertise was most needed. While acknowledging the financial appeal of working overseas, he maintained that remaining in Nigeria offered long-term professional fulfillment and opportunities to contribute to national development. The Commissioner of Police, Federal Capital Territory Command, Mila Dantawaye, has warned residents, particularly women, against accepting free rides from strangers as part of effort to curb criminal activities in Abuja. Dantawaye gave the warning on Friday during a courtesy and advocacy visit by a delegation of the Nigerian Bar Association, including representatives of the International Federation of Women Lawyers, MBA Women Forum, and Unity Bar, to the FCT Police Command headquarters. A statement by the FCT Command spokesperson, Josephine Adair, said the CP urged residents to remain security conscious, particularly when boarding commercial vehicles. He advised residents, particularly women, to be cautious about the vehicles they use and to avoid accepting unsolicited lifts from unknown persons. He emphasized the importance of collective responsibility, timely information sharing, and public cooperation in preventing and dismantling one-chance criminal operations across the territory, the statement partly read. While commiserating with the lawyers on the killing of their colleague, Ms. Princess Ochibu, the CP assured them that the command had launched discreet and extensive investigations into the incidents. The Osun State chapter of the Accord Party has reaffirmed that Governor Demola Adeleke remains the party's undisputed candidate for the August 8th governorship election. The chairman of Accord Party in Osun State, Victor Akonde, speaking with newsmen in Osogbo on Thursday, dismissed the purported candidature of Clement Bamigbola as a waste of time and resources, insisting that Adeleke's position as the party flag bearer is secure. The party chairman described claims of an internal faction as baseless. He added that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has previously dealt with similar cases in other states, including Anambra and Ekiti, and assured that the situation in Osun will not be different. Addressing concerns over the All Progressives Congress, APC, and its governorship candidate, Bola Oyebamiji, Akonde exuded confidence that the ruling party poses no threat to Adeleke's re-election bid. Akonde reminded Osun residents of the APC's defeat in the 2022 elections, saying the people will make their voices even louder in August. Indomitable Lions of Cameroon say they are ready to halt the Atlas Lions race in the quarterfinals of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations being hosted by the Moroccans. Even their compatriots back home believe and are rooting for the Indomitable Lions to humble their host, Morocco. After a largely comfortable stroll through the group stage and the last 16 win over Tanzania, today's clash with Cameroon will provide the Atlas Lions their first serious test in the championship. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, known for their fearless approach to the game, look ready to turn the heat on Morocco's ambition to end the 50-year wait for continental glory. The host, Morocco, are about to find out if their pre-tournament promises to their fans can truly become reality. Apart from home support, the Atlas Lions are top-ranked and heavily fancied in the 35th AFCON. Since overcoming the group stage of the tournament, the Moroccans have become composed, though their last 16 games over Tanzania carried a big question mark. And now the foreign scene. A mountain of rubbish collapsed at the landfill in the central Philippines on Thursday, killing a 22-year-old woman and leaving more than 30 people missing, authorities have said. Rescuers pulled 12 injured sanitation workers from debris at the Binlawi landfill in Cebu City, who were later hospitalized. Many of the missing are believed to be workers at the landfill. The mayor of Cebu told News it may be difficult to reach survivors because of the potential for further collapse. The cause of the collapse is still unclear, but Cebu City Councillor Joel Gaganara said it was likely the result of poor waste management practices. Some 300 people from various government agencies and civilian groups have been deployed to the privately owned landfill. Several excavators, ambulances, and fire trucks have also been seen on site. Cebu City Councillor Joel Gaganera said the incident may have happened suddenly, but was likely a result of poor waste management practices. Operators have been cutting into the mountain, mining the soil, and then piling garbage to form another mountain of waste, Gaganeri told local newspaper The Freeman. And now to end the news, here is a recap of our stories. We told you that the federal government has urged Nigerian pharmacists trained abroad to resist offers to practice overseas and instead deploy their skills to strengthen the country's healthcare system. We also told you that the Commissioner of Police, Federal Capital Territory Command, Mila Dantawaye, has warned residents, particularly women, against accepting free rides from strangers as part of effort to curb criminal activities in Abuja. The Osun State chapter of the Accord Party has reaffirmed that Governor Demola Deleke remains the party's undisputed candidate for the August 8th governorship election. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon say they are ready to hold the Atlas Lions race in the quarterfinals of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations being hosted by the Moroccans. Lastly, we told you that a mountain of rubbish collapsed at a landfill in the central Philippines on Thursday, killing a 22-year-old woman and leaving more than 30 people missing, authorities have said. That ends the news on STEAM Radio Vision, Elisha, Osun State, Nigeria. The news was edited by Afolabi Adenipekun and was brought to you by Chidima Abel. Thanks for listening. Good evening.